This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. St. James teen charged with illegal possession of firearm. A teenager has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and wounding with intent in connection with a case from December 10, 2021. He is 17-year-old Romario Ferguson, otherwise called JT, of Flamstead District in St. James. According to police reports, Ferguson is accused of attacking a man on Jackson Road in the parish and opening gunfire at him, injuring him. The injured man managed to escape and was assisted by residents to the hospital, where he was treated and admitted in serious but stable condition. Following investigations, charges were subsequently laid against Ferguson, who was pointed out in an identification parade. Family of farmer slain in Accompong still awaiting autopsy. The relatives of 53-year-old Lloyd Davis, the Beth Salem St. Elizabeth farmer who was shot dead, allegedly by an off-duty cop in Accompong on January 6, are growing frustrated that a post-mortem has not yet been conducted. Almost 2 months later, Davis's niece shared that the family will be pursuing compensation for the loss of their loved one. "We are very frustrated and we don't have no money. We are eager and we are waiting on justice. We need that. Indicom has been in touch with us, and at this point we are working with Indicom," the niece who requested anonymity told the news. At least 5 other people, including 2 children, were shot and injured in the incident, which followed an alleged physical confrontation between Davis and a policeman outside a party. The incident spoiled for Accompong what was shaping up to be a successful staging of the Maroon celebrations observed annually on January 6, according to attendees. The celebrations took place despite attempts by the government to encourage Jamaicans not to attend the event, which had not received approval. Regarding the matter, Indicom Commissioner Hugh Faulkner said several civilian statements have been collected and exhibits have been sent to the government laboratory. That case is in full progress, Faulkner said at an Indicom press conference on Thursday. Moreover, Deputy Commissioner of Indicom Hamish Campbell said the post-mortem is a critical element of the investigations and Indicom awaits completion of that process. The officer concerned has been interviewed as a witness. Witness statements have been taken, but there is an absence of other witnesses other than those who were injured. The children and others only were able to report that they received a gunshot injury, but it was difficult to determine how they received it and who shot them. That inquiry is continuing, Campbell said. Accused gangsters discuss deadly punishment for disloyal cronies. Later in the stomping ground of the St. Catherine-based Klansman gang, with dismembered bodies of disloyal gangsters, was the ultimate means of sending a message to those who had turned against accused leader Andre Blackman Bryan after his incarceration in 2018, according to City Post, the shadowy Klansman gangster who is yet to be unmasked. City Post, one of the 33 alleged members of the criminal organization, now on trial at the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston before Chief Justice Brian Sykes, gave his chilling proposal during a 45-minute phone call between himself, Brian, the sole female accused Stephanie Christie, otherwise called Muma, and a witness number 1, a former gang member turned a state witness. The call is one of several now being played into the records of the court, which had been secretly taped by the witness, unbeknownst to his allies. According to City Post, it would be a mistake to restore those he described as Judas. "If we draw them in, you're going to have problem little from this. If we deal with them so, we not go catch them. We won't catch them. We not litter the place like we should have do it. Them fi find half a body, not just head alone, or headless body. People are wonder where the rest of the body," he said with a relish. 2 foot and 1 waist. Them a search for the head and chest, and the hand them. And we not kill them and dismantle them body. We a do it live. As so if we do it parry, drive fear, drive intimidation. People are gonna say a madman them ya. As Sykes we are use. You set the place, I want different way you create this so. Added the man who in a previous phone call with Christie and the witness had adopted the moniker Lucifer. The witness had told the court that Citypus adopted the name when carrying out extortion activities. The gory plans by the man who was at the time behind the bars for another matter were all sanctioned by Christie, who is said to be a minister of religion. At one point during the call, she interrupted his musings with a shriek of excited laughter. "So me want chop them up. Think of how them style we? Think of how them style we?" she stated. Citypus, in the meantime, claimed that he had been the one to kill the fathers of two men, one whom is on trial as well, the accused Pete Miller alias Smokey. Last week, the court heard that Smokey, along with his brother Marco Miller alias Hesse, had been marked for death by the remnants of the gang, loyal to Brand for turning their heels against him. "And me make them dash a crank father. Him and Smokey in the same boat with me. And me murder them father. Them a gwan like them a idiot," he declared. Last week, in a recording played for the court, Citypus gave his prescription for the treatment of the dogs versus jankros, the two categories into which he divided the gangsters who were taking sides. "All of who you see a take side, it inna them blood, them a corruption. You can't deal with the two the same way. When you can stone the dog, you have to shoot the jankro. So you have to deal with them one day from Spanish Town," he stated then. He further declared that when the gang regained its footing, with its leader back in the saddle, a new breed of members would have to be recruited. In the meantime, Christie informed the group that she had been questioned by the police. She said the lawmen believed that Brian had brought on an Audi motor car and were also investigating his dealings with a particular hardware company in Spanish Town. "So you buy the car them in a me name. Me say why the man a go buy a car and don't buy a house? No rent the man a pay? And if he never look music, how the man survive?" she stated. Christie, who maintained that she gave the police no ammunition for their case against her alleged leader, further said the interrogation did not fluster her, as she knew they had no evidence with which to charge him. The trial resumes at 10 this morning. Trash charged with burglary and shooting with intent. The Hanover police have arrested and charged a 20-year-old man called Trash. According to police reports, Trash, whose birth name is Joanne Watson, was being sought on several offenses connected to an incident in his community of Blair Castle in Hanover earlier this month. Law enforcers say that about 1 a.m. on February 10, two men were at home when their door was kicked in by Watson and another man. Watson reportedly opened gunfire at the man, who managed to escape unhurt and reported the incident to the police. Hours later, Watson was apprehended by the police at his home. He was charged on Sunday, February 20, following an interview session. His charges include burglary, 2 counts of shooting with intent, and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen released from hospital. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen has been released from the University Hospital of the West Indies after an intensive medical examination Monday. The Governor General was taken to the hospital Monday morning after he reported feeling unwell. In a statement late Monday night, King's House said Sir Patrick Allen and Lady Allen convey sincere appreciation for the many expressions of care and concern. It also said Sir Patrick Allen resumes official duties on Tuesday. Improved the crime-fighting strategies, a success in St. James, says a senior cop. Having recorded a 35% decline in shootings, a 40% decline in robberies, and a 100% decline in break-ins since the start of the year, the St. James Police are crediting improved strategies for the recent developments. Speaking at the monthly meeting of the St. James Municipal Corporation earlier this month, Senior Superintendent of Police Vernon Ellis said that with the exception of homicides, there have been a reduction in major crimes in the parish. He shared that key among the latest strategies being employed to fight crime in the parish is an increased police presence. "We have received several new officers, and the assets have been sent to bolster the ground itself and the challenges that we're facing," SSB Ellis informed. The senior policeman also shared that in addition to heightened policing, the St. James Ministers Fraternal, along with other community groups, have been helping the police, resulting in the arrest of several wanted men. SSP Ellis also expressed confidence in the work of the police officers and the various units in the division, highlighting that the Jamaica Constabulary Force remains committed to the fight against the crime. UK deportation policy slammed as a flight delayed ahead of royal visit. The postponement of a deportation flight from the United Kingdom to Jamaica has been attributed to fear of public relations disaster for the impending visit to Kingston by British royals amid the Windrush scandal and the claims of victimization of Jamaicans. Chairman of the Windrush National Organization, Dr. Desmond Jadu, believes that the Home Office has probably taken stock of the issues highlighted by campaigners. The Voice newspaper reported on Monday that a deportation flight has reportedly been delayed until after the visit of British royals Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge Kate, scheduled for late March. The visit is part of a Caribbean tour to mark the Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. It's pretty hollow in all honesty. In the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, they went ahead with mass deportation flights. Why would a visit of the royal couple to Jamaica stop it? Jadu questioned. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, 4 deportation flights have arrived in Jamaica, the most recent in November 2021. We do feel that some of those concerns are being taken on board, and hence potentially why a rethink of a deportation flight. It's not to say that these flights will not be happening, Jadu said. Jadu said that some charter flights have left the UK virtually empty and at extreme cost to British taxpayers. Taxpayers' money have been immensely misused. How can you justify spending £200,000 on a flight for 5 people, he lamented. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.